Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche IGNBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony courtside. And on our sidelines tonight, reporting Allie LaForce. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Rockets. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. And, of course, the Trailblazers, and they're down 4 spots from them.
When I look at Portland, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Joel Embiid. Mitchell is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Walker Kessler. And for the Rockets, we've got Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then it's Holiday, and it's Mitchell. In at the 2. These two teams, Clark, play a beautiful brand of basketball with an emphasis on ball movement.
No hero ball between these two squads, Kevin. And you're right, it is beautiful to watch. The ball moves, the player moves, they find quality shots, and the assists come in bunches.
Now, here's Mitchell. O'Neal wide open. Drills the three-pointer.
What a fake there by Mitchell. Everyone expects him to score, but he kicks it back out for the shot. Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And he gets it back. Embiid with a screen on O'Neal. And he's off on his first shot of the game. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. It's a 3-point game. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Pass to Holiday. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Look, we know Giannis can get it done inside. Defense will have to try much harder to stop him in there.
Giddey surveying the D. High post, Embiid. Antetokounmpo's there. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
There's Portis. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Houston shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Now here's Giddey. 14 points from him the last game against Memphis.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Hey, I feel bad for those rims because Portis has no mercy on them, throwing it down with force.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. quick break in the action. Let's check out the fiercest shot swatters in the league. You look at Kessler, one of the top intimidators in the league, a fierce shot blocker.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Trailblazers trail by 6. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Here's Holiday after the Trailblazers pick up 2. O'Neal looking around. To the paint. Outside Holiday. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal.
This squad can't do anything but hit. They haven't missed one yet. Perfect.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. I asked him when he told his guys before going up against Joel Embiid, and he said, quote, I told them to get into him. Always get a hand up and do your best to guard without fouling. Embiid excels at baiting defenders, but we can't afford to give him free points at the line. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Portis against Kessler. Antetokounmpo kicks to Portis. Pass to O'Neal. Clock is at 3. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Trailblazers trail by 7. Now Kessler. 14 points from him the last game against Memphis.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Now here is Holiday. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Giannis against Giddey. Here's Embiid. He gets that one. Embiid's got 6.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
And it's Giddey with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 7. Pass to Embiid. And the rejection by Giannis. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Mitchell kicks to Giddey. 5 on the clock. Embiid with a screen on Holiday.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing the defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Foul. Elbow. 2.
With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries.
Free throw, good. Portis.
An obvious fan favorite. It's all about hard work with Bobby Portis. That's how he proved himself in this league and how he makes a difference night after night.
And Portis drains both of them.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
Pass to Embiid. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Love the way Embiid knows how to play with force down low, which in turn makes the defense get physical with him.
first one falls for him. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Clearly an MVP caliber talent now. Embiid continues to impress with his versatility on both ends. A man that big shouldn't be able to do the stuff that he does with the ball.
Antetokounmpo. And it's sent back by O'Neal. Pass to Mitchell. There's the lob into the Kumbo, and stolen by Giddey. Mitchell right side. Now Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. Portland needs to get off a shot. Here's Embiid. The Rockets pull it in.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo with the jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Pass to Kessler. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Embiid inside the line. Portland no good that time either.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Holiday, the pass to Mitchell. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Embiid. He has 7, and there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's foul number 2 for him. Bays checked in for Houston. Grayson Allen comes in for Mitchell. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So for the Rockets, Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Portis. Goodwin comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Trey Mann in for Drew Holiday. Portland also making some changes. Delano Banton's checked in for Walker Kessler, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Mitchell. Here's Wolf. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the 3-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
And he's good on the first of 3. Good on the second free throw. And he nails the third.
Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
Allen outside. And Bay now top of the key. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Trailblazers trail by 9. Now here's Embiid. 7 points in the game. Thibault with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. And with the rebound. Houston leading by 9. Here's Goodwin, makes the most of the high percentage shot.
really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Now here's Embiid. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And it's Bay with the ball for Houston. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Just a good one. From past the arc. Benton with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 11. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Kevin, back to you.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Oh, that's blocked. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharp. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Rockets. Portland also making some changes. Malawach is checked in for Joel Embiid. And Josh Giddey subbed in for Delano Banton. Van Vliet on the wing. That one falls. Van Vliet's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Trailblazers.
Van Vliet, for his size, is pretty tricky.
Inside, and stolen by Giddey. To the inside, Mitchell with the steal. Down low, Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Malawach for three. Van Vliet. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Few players shoot it with as much arc as Van Vliet does. That thing brings rain when he shoots.
That's good by Mitchell.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Giddey finds Thibault. Trailblazers moving the ball around. For three, Van Vliet. It's rebounded by Houston.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Trailblazers trail by 10. Giddey the pass to Wolf. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
For Portland, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
So he gets them both. Mitchell against Giddey. And stolen by Giddey. And they're pushing it up. Thibault for 3. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his 5th assist in this one. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Houston Rockets. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. And we'll be right back after this. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Houston.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Saddiq Bey is out there with Sharp. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Allen. And it's Mann in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets.
Just couldn't be denied there. Giddey was willing to fight to get that one to fall.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. With great skill development programs showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard.
Now, here's Sean. Lock at 6. Here's Mann, covered by Van Vliet. Portland trailing here. Here's Giddey. Rips it home after the terrific move.
Giddey making the defenders look like they're on ice.
The Rocket shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Sharp sets the pick for Mitchell. Mitchell powering through contact.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Wolf. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Giddey. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They've held a 12-point lead early. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Van Vliet with a screen on Mitchell. Giddey the pass to Van Vliet. Oh, good on the triple. Rockets leading by 4. On the wing, Mitchell. Again, the Rockets score.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Pass to Thibault. Here's Wolf. He's defended by Bey. And Thibault sends it back. That's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot and get stops.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Off's jacked in. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
And they are in the top third in the league in blocks. Rim protection, obviously important to them, and they have the horses to do it.
And going back to their rebounding, what a season they're having on the glass. They enjoy the physical aspect of the game, no doubt. And Greg, it really suits their size and their style. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Mann. The Rockets with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And for a guy who handles the ball so much, Fred VanVleet, really, Clark, takes care of the ball. He rarely turns it over.
Yeah, Freddie is steady, boy. I tell you, man, he is a guy who really squeezes that orange. You can trust him to push the pace and play slow and take care of it no matter what the circumstance is. I mean, his leadership, his clutch production, that guy is a coach's dream.
And he knocks down the first one. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
They've scored really well this quarter. Keep it up, and they'll find themselves right back in it.
For 3, Mitchell drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It goes on Josh Giddey. And Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Giannis, he's checked in for Grayson Allen. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Delano Banton comes in for Josh Giddey. Free throw dropped for Mitchell.
And we've seen Mitchell go up against much larger defenders throughout his career. And the reason he makes it look so easy is because of that 6'10" wingspan. Keep in mind, he stands at 6'1", but that's incredible length at his height.
Here's Banton. No scoring in this one. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Mitchell connects from 3.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Embiid, no good.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team. He's letting it fly, but the results just have not been there.
Antetokounmpo passes to Bay. Here's Mitchell. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Pass to Banton. For 3, VanVleet. Rockets with the rebound.
Not his night shooting the ball, and it's really had an impact on this game.
Giannis rips it down.
Certainly not the #1 thing Bay is out there to do, but he saw an opening and able to make the pass.
VanVleet looking around. Embiid in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Rockets leading by 13. Giannis outside. A 3-pointer off the mark. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. VanVleet finds Embiid. Here's Thibault. And again, unable to change momentum here.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
Pass to Bay. It's deflected, and they get it back. Giannis, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Here's VanVleet. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. VanVleet's got 9.
And the stroke of VanVleet is so nice, proving once again why he's so valuable to this team.
Antetokounmpo passes to Sharp. Good D by Embiid.
You won't see that from him very often, missing the bunny like that.
Banton, a 3-pointer, no good. Houston's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Pass to Thibault. Top of the key. Rockets with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Man in the corner. misses the three.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Van Vliet, right side. Got a hand on it.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Bounce pass Embiid. Here's Banton. We saw him with 10 points last game. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Pass to Sharp. And here is Mitchell. Here's Mann. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Houston making some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Sharp. O'Neal comes in for Sadiq Bey. And it's Holiday in for Trey Mann. Giannis against Embiid. Kessler, screen on Giannis. Embiid, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
From downtown. Second shot opportunity, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Embiid's got 9.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
Giannis passes to Mitchell. Fires for 3. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Kessler. And they double up Embiid. This one for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
And Portis throws it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Daniel Gafford comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Allen subbed in for Mitchell. Johnson, he's checked in for Portland. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, guys. Joel Embiid is trying to stay on the court, and to that end, he's lost weight and he's embraced wearing a knee brace. He said, it's the right thing to do, giving me the support for the rest of my career. It may not look as good as it used to, with the jab or the pull-up and all of that stuff, but it'll still work. Back to you, Kevin.
You got it, trying to stay healthy. Thanks a lot, Allie. And the Rockets with possession here after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Holiday, the pass to Portis. Six to shoot. And the rejection by Embiid.
What a rejection by Embiid in close. He saw him coming and got there to deny it.
Embiid sets the pick for Mitchell. And here's Embiid. 11 points in the game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Bobby Portis. For Portland, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. The free throw drops for Embiid.
The physicality of Embiid, unmatched really, yet he's so much fun to watch because he's agile, has skill and touch. Man, is he a joy to watch work.
Bays checked in for Houston. And Embiid drops them both. Houston leading by 5. Holiday, the pass to Bay. 1:04 left here in the second. And a wide open look for Portis. It's good from the top of the key. Portis has got 11.
This speaks to how assertive Portis is, and he's skilled at knocking it down off the catch, too.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. And it's Mitchell missing.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really control the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Now here's Allen. Still scoreless. Pass to Holiday. No good from outside. Trailblazers trail by 7. Johnson outside. Now here's Embiid. Offline from the top of the key. And so it's Houston, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. While we've got a moment now, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Ime Udoka. And, Coach, what are some of the positives that you can take away from that first half?
Our physicality has been good to start. Obviously, a point of emphasis is keeping them under control in transition. We like how we're guarding defensively. Obviously, it is big against this team.
Great start. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. And, folks, don't go away. Halftime is here, and we'll be right back with you after this break.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Houston Rockets.
Putting this through the box score, the Shaq supercomputer, the passing has been A-OK.
Well, I don't have a Super Shaq computer, whatever that is. But the eye test is very easy. They're sharing it, and they've checked their egos at the door.
Same thing I came up with.
Let's go now to our NBA power rankings and see how that last leg of the season is shaking out. Shaking a leg. Whatever.
Taking a look at Houston, not a lot of games left. They're definitely a playoff team. Question, can they contend for a title?
Well, I suppose that's why they play the games. Certainly they have an opportunity to make some noise. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Rockets leading by 7. Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. They've got Josh Giddey. Embiid is out there with Walker Kessler. Then it's Mitchell. Shoots a fader. And it's Portland with the rebound. Kessler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Giddey finds Embiid. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Portis with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. And stolen by Giddey. Here's the break. Pass to Embiid. Over onto the Kumbo. Embiid, no good.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Holiday. Mitchell wide open. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Mitchell's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Rockets. And he gets it to go.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half. Boy, he's had a solid performance at the offensive end. Rock solid, providing that stability.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Houston leading by 8. A floater. He's off on that one. Good D by Mitchell. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to Giddey. Here's Embiid from the arc. O'Neal with the rebound.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his second basket of the night.
One of the more complete players in the league, Holiday with the nice jumper.
To the left side wing. Here's Embiid. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Holiday, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Anytime they want, 24/7, give the ball to Holiday and just let him make a play.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Josh Giddey. And now we'll look at who's been leading the NBA in rebounding since the All-Star break. 5th, Bobby Portis.
He has taken his rebounding very seriously since the break. It's really paid off for him and his team.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, in the case of Drew Holiday, having 2 brothers in the league, I think probably is added motivation for him to excel.
Good on both.
Holiday really is a soft-spoken guy on and off the court. Leads by example, is extremely reliable and talented, and his teammates have great respect for him because of it.
Now, here's Mitchell. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Holiday left side. For 3. The kick out to O'Neal. Mitchell right side. Just 5 to shoot. Over Thybulle. The Rockets with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 12. Embiid with a screen on Portis. Pass to Embiid from deep. Joel showing off the range.
And Embiid does have this range. I mean, it's something the defense has to respect.
Mitchell passes to Giannis. Holiday inside the line, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Pass to Kessler. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, I tell you, it's pretty obvious. Embiid takes pride in and enjoys tricking his defenders and getting them to jump on the pump fake.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And Clark, is someone who has been around the game their entire life, what advice would you give to younger players?
A couple of things, Kevin, I would highlight. One is embrace the work, embrace the process of development, run your own race in that regard, stay away from the snare of compare, and dedicate yourself to being a continual learner and always striving to get better.
Now here's Bay, still yet to score.
And I love how assertive Bay is offensively. Solid at catching the defender there off guard.
Now Mitchell. Pass to Kessler. Shot, high post. No good off the front iron. And so it's Portis with it. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. O'Neal inside. Embiid's there. And Portis throws it down.
Hey, between scoring and rebounding, Portis a major threat for this team. And he's showing it tonight.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Fred VanVleet.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
Here's Embiid. 18 points for him. Thibault kicks to Mitchell. Six on the shot clock. Thibault for three. And he stays with it. Pass to Embiid. A second left. 4 on the clock. The tray. Rockets with the rebound. Outside Holiday. Over in the corner, Portis. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Embiid.
He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging about 27 points per, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Assertive move by Embiid.
He could have walked to the basket.
Van Vliet against Holiday. O'Neal sets the screen for Holiday. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Kessler. Embiid against O'Neal. The 3. O'Neal with the rebound. Rockets leading by 15. Now here is Holiday, covered by Van Vliet. Van Vliet on the wing. The 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Van Vliet's got 12 points in the game.
Because he's got such good touch down there, Van Vliet never afraid to mix it up inside.
Here's Mitchell. Difficult make there for Mitchell.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And the slashing Embiid is impossible to match up with. Terrific at cutting off the ball after the screen.
Out to the wing. Now here's Bay. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
And they also rank right in the top 10 in terms of fast break points. They don't force a lot, but when they get an opportunity, boy, do they like to get out on the break.
And up there in the top 5 in field goal percentage, as you said, a very efficient offense, and it helps that they can drain shots from all over the floor. The first one falls.
You gotta like how ready Bay always seems to be, prepared to seize the moment whenever his number's called.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Sharp's checked in for Bobby Portis. Allen comes in for O'Neal. Goodwin's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Trey Mann in for Drew Holiday. No good on the second free throw. Trailblazers trail by 13. Here's Thibault. Comes up empty down low.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Sharp with a screen on Van Vliet. Mann passes to Sharp. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
The free throw drops for Sharp. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 16-point game. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Houston. Pass to Bay. Allen outside. Houston moving the ball around. Mann can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 16. Here's Benton, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Bay wide open, and he fires. The Rockets with another miss.
Look, bad shooting nights happen to everybody. He's just got to feel fortunate that his teammates have picked up the slack for him.
Thibault can't get it to go.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Bay, and Bay throws it down.
I like the fact that man has worked on developing as a playmaker. That's encouraging. Terrific pass right there.
Pass to Banton, out left to the wing. Embiid with it. He's got 22. Embiid the screen. Banton's shot is off. Rockets leading by 16. Here's Bay. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here are the teams that have been dialing it up defensively since the All-Star break, the league's steal leaders. Fifth best, the Rockets.
You know, the defense has been frenetic, and it seems like they're gaining momentum as the season wears on. I mean, they're forcing a lot of turnovers.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Off's jacked in. Pass to Banton. Poked away. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Goodwin. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Banton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Huff. Thibault the bounce pass. Pass to Van Vliet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He was all alone on that one. Van Vliet's got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for Portland. Goodwin finds Bay. Now Allen, defended by Thibault. Allen passes to Goodwin. Takes the 3. Kept alive. Over to the left wing. Bay bangs home the trifecta. Bay's got 9 points in the quarter. Van Vliet outside. Pulls up on the elbow. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for Houston. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Trailblazers trail by 16. Sadiq Bey is out there with Grayson Allen. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Trey Mann. And it's Mitchell in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's Mann from outside the arc. It's hauled in by Thibault.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Trailblazers trail by 14. Here's Huff. Van Vliet outside. On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Thibault. Pass to Van Vliet. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Back to Thibault. And here is Giddey. He's defended by Bay. Giddey, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to Bay. Over Giddey. Bay, no good. Trailblazers trail by 14. Now Van Vliet. Now Thibault. And Portland turns it over again.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. And the Rockets making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Embiid, he's checked in for Portland. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Allen outside. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Embiid's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after him. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Rockets leading by 14. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Great lead pass, anticipating where his man was going to be, not where he was.
Here's Thibault. Portland again missing. Houston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Fires from the corner. Here's Sharp, and then Sharp with the dunk.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Rockets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Now, man. Top of the key jumper, no good. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the call will go against Grayson Allen. That is his first foul of the game. Hall's checked in for Sharp. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Johnson, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Embiid, the pass to Johnson. Embiid with the screen on Mitchell. And here is Johnson. Rocket 6. That 3 off the mark. Hall passes to Mann. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Drops in the tray. And the Rockets lead by 21.
Really scary how good this guy's becoming. Antetokounmpo, when he's sinking the catch and shoot jump shot, it's game over, fellas.
High post, Embiid. Pass to Thibault. Johnson inside. Covered by Mitchell. Johnson's shot is off. Rockets leading by 21. To the inside. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Antetokounmpo is a player who does a little bit of everything and all of it really well. Check out that pass.
And it's Giddey in the corner. Thibault for 3. And that comes off the assist by Giddey.
That's his second made 3, first of this half.
Mitchell against Johnson. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Portis, he's checked in for the Rockets. Holiday comes in for Trey Mann. Antetokounmpo looking it over. 5 to shoot. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Giddey. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Mitchell finds Antetokounmpo. Here's Giddey. Allen defending. Giddey the pass to Embiid. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Giddey no good. And here's Houston. They're on an 11-3 run. Holiday, the putback. Giannis on the follow. Giannis has got 21.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Embiid with the screen on Holiday. to Embiid. Over Giannis. A nice shot by Embiid. He's got 24. Here's Allen. Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Be careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
Now here's Giddey. Good on the triple.
After a quiet first half, he's really turned it on.
And so it's Houston with it. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Giddey. Here's Antetokounmpo. Plenty of space. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Pass to Mitchell. Giannis with some nice D. Rockets leading by 19 points. And Allen slams it in.
Hey, when you're big and pass it like Portis did there, the defense has to just tip their hat on that one.
Mitchell passes to Giddey. Mitchell outside. Embiid with a screen on Mitchell. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Inside, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
Kessler passes to Giddey. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
There you see how tough Holiday is. He simply pressed and forced the issue there and got the defense to overcommit.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Houston making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in, and timeout is called by Ime Udoka. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. That free throw good from Holiday. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Portland's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Hey, Clark, we know resistance training is something pretty much every player does. Is that prevalent back in the 80s when you played?
That's 4 decades ago, Kevin, and it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. I mean, it's commonplace, and kids get exposed to the benefits of weight training and strength training for any sport, but particularly basketball, at a much earlier age now. So it's part of who they are once they get to the college level and then on to the NBA. But the core strengthening, the stability work of that area between your knees and your sternum, the middle of your chest, boy, that type of work has made a huge difference and would have made a great difference, I think, in my career had it been as prevalent as it is now.
Now, here is O'Neal after the miss from Joel Embiid. Here's Antetokounmpo and the rejection by Embiid.
Big fella getting a little angry. Embiid, a force at the defensive end.
Trailblazers trail by 21. Back to Giddey. Tipped away. Taken away by Holiday.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Houston.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so checking out their season record, this game will become their 45th win.
And they're going to bring this season series to an end with a very nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
A total of 4 games to be exact. They'll each wind up taking 2 of them.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
Boy, he was a man-child menace on the boards, outworking everybody. Boy, that's a tone setter for this team, too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Guards checked in for Bobby Portis. Bay comes in for Antetokounmpo. Grayson Allen's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Trey Mann in for Drew Holiday. .41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Wolf. Basket good. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Now here's Allen. Mitchell looking it over. Shot clock at 6. No good on the 3. Now here's Van Vliet. So we see Houston taking the W here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
So let's go courtside where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game. Allie.
Giannis, you said these games start to matter more as you come down the stretch. Can you tell me more about that?
We just coming out here, try to play good basketball, try to play together, and try to get better. You know, we just try to get in that playoff shape and just get better.
Championship always on your mind. Thanks, Giannis.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And so now, for Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.